So equity is the idea that not all individuals enter into an arena or a situation armed with the same level of knowledge and skill that will allow them to be successful. And to acknowledging that and then saying that if you provide the kind of resources and support to help them gain the knowledge and the skill that they need, that you will set them on the right path to towards achieving whatever the goals are. There are many causes of inequity. Often they are related to demographics. So for example, we long know that women are disadvantaged in STEM areas primarily because of the way people see women and their role in society. And so often women who try to do STEM are not given the same access to mentors and resources that can help them thrive in the way that their male counterparts thrive. Two big factors that affect equity in our society are race and socioeconomic status. The racial history around segregation and racism have put many ethnic minorities at a disadvantage when it comes to access to society, especially higher education, and the kind of knowledge and skill it takes in order to thrive in that arena. It also is something that's prominent among members from the lower socioeconomic classes. Because of class and class status, not having monetary resources especially, many individuals do not have the opportunity to engage in the kinds of prerequisite behaviors and events that help to prepare them to be able to thrive in higher levels of education, for example. And so in an equity-minded kind of a situation, what you try to do is to understand how race or class history has prevented individuals from getting access to the kind of information and sometimes the skills they need in order to be successful. And then you use that information to try to provide resources and support so that you can level that playing field for them and they can be as successful as other people. So as an equity practicing institution, we want to also be mindful of how our policies and our procedures, the expectations that we have as an institution of higher education may also be confounded with cultural ideas about right and wrong, and that we may in fact have to spend more time in how we interact with our students, getting them to understand the levels of accountability and how they operate in our community, that we need to make sure that we are patient in the way that we interact with students so that they are able to build the knowledge they need to understand what aspects they are being held accountable for and why, as a way of really helping them to understand what some of the larger kinds of expectations will be once they leave the institution.
Well, coming in as a freshman, I came from a rural high school, and I wasn't equipped with the right curriculum in high school to prepare me for college. So when I came into college, I was told within the general education, I could take any class I wanted to prepare myself and define myself as a student here at Winston-Salem State University. But I didn't have the foundation I needed. I had poor study habits and I also had a low self-esteem, so I didn't have the drive and determination I needed to succeed as a student. I believe what could have helped me, not someone holding my hand, but someone to show me how to study and someone to show me how to be a better student. I still don't have that, and I wish I would have had it because I'd have been a much better college student.
I think when I think back going to college, going to undergrad, I had no idea what to expect. I was the first person to graduate in my family, to go to college in my family. And I was able to find people at the university, or at the college rather, who took an interest in my success. They gave me the tools I needed. They spent that extra time to help me understand the processes on campus, to help me meet people that I needed to know that were going to be beneficial to my success on campus. When I look back now, and they worked wonders for me, because I was that average student who no one really thought was going to go to school. And someone saw something in me that I necessarily didn't see, and pull that out of me. And so now when I look at the students today here at WSSU, I see myself in many of them. And I see the need to reach out to them, give them that guidance that they need, give them the resources that they need, help them meet the networks that they will need to be successful. You know, and I just think that's something that we all have to do if we're really equitable-minded people. If we really want to bring up a group of students who have been underserved historically, and have not had the opportunities that we may have had.
Everyone deserves the opportunity to be a standout, to be the best they can be, to be exposed to everything the world and the university has to offer, because that's how I believe we will build more of tomorrow's leaders, and not just a few of tomorrow's leaders. Reaching out to those students who wouldn't regularly be exposed to these great opportunities.